Hello. How is everybody tonight? I just woke up from a nap and I have allergies. um so let's see. Where did we leave off? We left off with this beauty while it focuses. We did the head and the body of the Proto. It's a little dusty. So that's what we did last time. Thank you for everybody that joined the stream last time. I'm a little groggy from waking up from nappy poo. But that's what we left off with. So far, I love the build. A lot better than a lot of the other ones. Looks like I need to clean up some more panel lines. Let me just do that right now. But today we are doing some guns, meaning arms. So I'll be doing that today. Sorry, I had to get a Kleenex. So we'll be doing that today. Work has been crazy. Reason why I canceled my stream yesterday, unfortunately. You know, #life and adulting. I will have to, unfortunately, sand on stream again this week. But it's okay. We'll have some fun together. Hey, Jean. All the newbies. All the movies. Okay. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So we're going to start on the arm. I think I'm going to start on the right one. Wait. Is there a difference? Yes. Right arm first. I'm going to see whichever one came first. I'm going to apologize ahead of time for sneezing up a storm because I decided to have. So we do have one piece here. It looks like we have it here, so it's probably the left arm. So I'm going to just leave it on the left side and just close that off. Hopefully we'll be able to do both of the arms, and this build is rather simple, so hopefully it shouldn't be too horrible. Oh, how are you liking it? Heard a lot of good things about that series. I just haven't ever played it before. Oops, I cut off too much. So we're gonna sand today. Let me zoom in a little bit more. So I'm using my God hands. Let's see if you can. Nope. It's not gonna allow for that today. So my God hands SPN 120, one of the best nippers that I've owned so far. I haven't tried too many, but I haven't gotten into any other clippers yet. So again, yeah, hi Mike. So again, I'm using the racer, the stingy bobber today. So I'm not gonna cut it smooth to the piece. I'm gonna cut it a little bit outward because that's kind of what we need for the razor. And then I'm using God hands. I do not use God hands to clip it off of the riser because it will ruin it. So if you are using God hands to cut it off the riser, please change that because these things are pretty expensive. So I use my Tamiya nippers to cut them off of the risers, and then I use my God hands to then cut closer to the piece itself. Seriously, don't follow what I did the first time. I mean, it still lasted me quite a while, but definitely not long enough. But I was able to This one I've used pretty much ever since I streamed. This has definitely been the same one. And I've done like a few kits before that. So this one has lasted me a long time, and it's still really sharp. I haven't had any issues with it. So highly recommend it. I know they are a bit of expensive, but you know, sometimes some stuff you gotta get expensive to make it worth it for your kit. Yeah. So I like to cut my kits out first, and then it makes it just easier for me to just kind of sit down and build. Normally on stream I would have these already sanded, but life has been rough lately, so I have not been doing that. So you'll just see me sand and build at the same time this stream. So music's a little low. Let me turn it up a little bit after this. This one I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do with the sanding. Now that I think about it, we'll find out soon enough. Might just do a straight cut. These pieces are definitely for just the arm. What to cut. This is the Master Grade Proto, Wing Proto. Loving it so far. It's a great kit so far. Is it my favorite? Not sure yet. It's rather simple, so that's a good thing. But it is definitely a classic just because, you know, Gundam Wing and all that stuff. Such a classic, like, series in general. This will be... Let's see. This will be my first wing build. I tried... so my husband had another different wing build, not the Proto, but he broke it on his move, and I thought about repairing it, so I disassembled it and tried to repair it, and actually started painting on it, and then like a whole bunch of stuff happened, and that kind of pieces got lost. You know, stuff happened and all that. So that was never finished. So this will be my first official wing build, which is great because I love the series' Gundams. As far as the series itself, it's just nostalgic, right? It's not amazing as an anime, but definitely not one of my favorites in the Gundam like series. Let's see. Also, for the giveaway, we did do the SDHG community. We reached that goal, and I am figuring out what to kind of do. I think I'm aiming for an April giveaway for it, because I will be like out of town and there's like a bunch of stuff that I have to do, so I won't be completely prepared for it, but I am shooting for April to do the giveaway, and then hopefully by then you'll also get the tool one as well. And there is still one more community channel point challenge, and that's the tool giveaway. Thank you for contributing. Let's see. Interesting. Yeah. So that's great. We'll figure it when that happens as well, because I'm pretty sure some of you guys will probably contribute and make it worth it. um, Other than that, yeah, I'll figure out when to do the giveaway, but it's looking toward March right now, which is fine. And we'll see what we're giving away. And it is only to the Twitch streamers. So if you are on YouTube, you can come over on the Twitch side, because that's when the giveaway will be. Because they'll be using the Twitch chat. That's weird. Oh. So apparently a bunch of stuff happened this week. I think I've heard a lot of PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 announcements going on. Honestly, I haven't actually watched any of it just because I've been so busy with work, unfortunately. So let me know like what's good or, coming up. And apparently this morning was the Pokemon stuff. I've heard that they showed more of Pokemon Snap. And they showed, what else did they show? And they showed like a new like open world concept for Pokemon. So I'm interested in that too. But I don't know if I can play either of them. We'll find out. Because I'm pretty sure my husband wants to play it. So we'll see if I can play it. The thing we are excited about is coming up tomorrow morning. They're releasing merchandise for Pokemon, including some really dope-ass shoes. So we are attempting to grab some. Alrighty. So I cut out majority of them. I leave a little bit out. So in order to sand it, let me zoom in a little bit and then I hold from my thumb and my middle finger and using my index to kind of like guide it or stabilize it. And just back and forth. Mike, did you end up buying the razor? The big one? I don't know how you're going to use the big one because like even the small one I feel like sometimes it's too big. I mean, it's like a good size to do like bigger pieces, or like custom plating work. Nice. So after that, I use the balancer. It's a brand new one. So this is what is gonna make it smoother, and then it's not gonna make it glossy. This is gonna be semi-gloss. The glossy side is the white part. So if you're gonna use the whatchamacallit, if you're gonna use this on a clear, use the light gray first, and then use the white on top of it. Yeah, so a bunch of announcements. Apparently Final Fantasy had an announcement. Oh wait, I was missing a piece. Final Fantasy had an announcement, and it had something to do with Yuffie. I did a Yuffie cosplay a long ass time ago. The cosplay itself wasn't amazing, but the weapon I made was one of my favorite weapons I've ever made. Nice. Yeah. Definitely not my favorite cosplay, but the weapon itself was something that I was very, very, very proud of. I'll probably post the picture in the Discord later on today if I can find it. But if you have not joined the Discord, it is down below in the description. Feel free to join it. We are a fun group of people. Yeah, it was really cute. The little like commercial thingy mabobber. The trailer for it was super cute. But again, apparently it's just for PS5, so it's convincing my husband to try to scout for one. So we're gonna attempt to scout for one. I mean, we were able to get a 3070, so hopefully luck will be on our side. So, oh, that piece is tiny. So this kit is pretty tiny. I don't even know if I can sand this part. This kit is a lot smaller than a lot, but that's probably because Wing is pretty small compared to a lot of kits. Actually, the Wing series, I think, in general, is the kits are a lot smaller in scale. I keep jumping. Let's see if I can do this with see if I can do it with this. Clip it on the right side. Cool. I don't think you'll be able to see this just because the see if I can zoom out a little bit. Yeah, just because it's working though. Sanding some of my clippers. This is not easy to sand. It's a tiny ass part. Oh, I forgot to dust the particles off. So we will see if we get through both of the arms depending on how everything goes. There's not very many pieces, so I think we should be able to get through it. I think if you guys haven't been on last stream that I did, I am playing StarCraft 2 again. Oh, did I oversand? No, I didn't. I am playing StarCraft 2 again. It's a lot of fun, actually. I miss it. Definitely reminds me of old days when it came out, and then also reminds me of StarCraft 1 when I used to be, play on the custom servers and whatnot. I did stream a little bit on the Discord for the subscriber groups, whoever has subscribed to the Twitch. I do exclusive streams every now and then. So subscribe if you want to. So, yeah, this is good. Again, a lot smaller. Pieces are gonna be a little rough to sand this time around, actually, now that I look at everything. Okay. Been like lately, like this week and whatnot, a lot of new like K-pop songs have been released. K-pop, hip hop, I guess in that genre, has been released, and it's been pretty awesome hearing like new music. It's been a while since there's like good new music. Of course, BTS fandom. So I fully enjoyed watching their unplugged versions. They're just super talented. What other music am I enjoying right now? I actually really enjoy like the lo-fi hip hop stuff that I listen to on stream, as well as you guys listening to on stream. Really enjoy that as well. But yeah, I listen to a lot of alternative rock too. I'm getting texts like crazy. Again, Racer's not great on all surfaces, so you just gotta be careful. Oh. I feel like my fingers are too big for this kit. I have small fingers. So after sanding a little bit, I normally try and like get rid of the dust that accumulates in the eraser, or otherwise it won't file it very well. And sometimes I use my hands, sometimes I use my my pants. I use my pants often just because it's like a rougher surface than my hands. Yeah, me too. I think recently with the K-pop, like it more I keep seeing new stuff pop up, and it's like artists that I actually like listening to. Honestly, I don't even just try to discover the new to artists at all unless I'm just like, if the video is like somewhat intriguing, then I kind of go for it. But lately it's a lot of like older artists that I've like really liked, and they're coming out with like a lot of stuff. Like I listened to Hyona's new stuff, and that is pretty good. I actually really enjoyed her album. Um, what else? Um, I listened to, oh my god, what's his name? I have to listen to that because I'm not really sure. I don't remember. I don't remember names very well, so I have to listen to it after the stream because it's gonna ding me if I do on stream. Um. Yeah, I think it's. I think I've heard of it, but I just don't remember the song itself. Um. What else? There's Monster X had a new one, and I love Monster X. I think I love Monster X more than BTS, oddly enough. I think I really like their music more. Um, I like BTS's older music, or I'm more in love with BTS's softer music. And then it's either they're really soft music or they're really bumpin' music. I don't really like the in between, which is super odd, but so sorry, I was reading text because my dad's going for surgery, so I'm trying to see if I can go down, but it seems like it's the time that I'm in Houston, which is sad. Yeah. Who was I listening to? I was listening to CL just released something yesterday, and apparently it was her birthday. That song is actually really touching and really cute. If you don't know who CL is, she is the queen. I love her stuff. She's so good. I feel like she has so much personality. It's just she's underrated, obviously. I don't think she's with the label now anymore, so doing her own thing is I feel like it's pretty hard for her without a label, but you know, I hope like she's happier at least. Also listen to some Cheetah. That girl is also on fire. If you have not listened, she's more hip hop. The more and more I look at her, the more and more I like her, because she kind of reminds me a lot of like CL, but like she has the RBF face. But she's like seems really nice as a person. Just because like of shows and whatnot, you kind of see like she's kind of more badass, but like you can kind of tell like she's more of a softer person than she actually is. So, but she's a really good rapper too. Really enjoy her music. I like her tone as well. I'm very picky with tones in when it comes to music, singers specifically. If you sound too much alike somebody, like a lot of majority of the people in the industry, then I tend not to listen to you unless the song's like completely amazing. Well, what does everybody listen to when they build? That's my question. Normally listen to like just songs that I like while I build. Then that way I'm not distracted too much. Sometimes I like obviously on stream I listen to lo-fi hip hop. Because it just like I don't have to like think too much about lyrics or like whatever the song's doing in the background. If I wasn't, I would be probably listening to like K-pop or alternative rock or, you know, Halsey or something. But I can't listen to those, which is a little sad. Especially now since like Korean K-pop has been like more mainstream. They've been catching it. They didn't used to. What else? I was listening to Wano, which is also from Monster X. He had something new. I saw something really strange. Was this so I don't know if a lot of you guys know who Miku is in the anime singing world, or I guess like what you call like virtual, what do they call it? Virtual influencers now, I guess is what they call it. So Miku is considered a virtual influencer, but she's a lot older than a lot of these newer ones. But apparently there's a Korean one, and I thought it was very interesting. It's kind of like, if you play League of Legends, it's kind of like Seraphine, where it's kind of like not a real human, but like they act like they're human. Like there's a group of people behind there making posts and creating content and all that stuff. It's kind of like that. Except I think they said like her voice might possibly be a Vocaloid. I haven't really looked too much into her, honestly. But I looked at the video. It's interesting. She's a rabbit named Apoki, I think. Apoki? No idea. Seems interesting. Just seeing how like huge, you know, Miku is. Guess everybody's trying to get up on that. So after like Seraphine was out and like officially out, and she had her like character out, we have not heard new music. At least I have not heard new music coming off of her. So seems like I've overdone a lot of this. It's the problem with the razor. It's really hard to tell if you're overdoing it until like you shave off a corner. The camera's really far. Oh, let me adjust it real quick. I like to pull inward whenever I sand. What else? Oh, do you guys know G-Dragon and Blackpink? Jennie is dating. There's a lot of good stuff for sure that just came out. But that's pretty much it. Nothing crazy. American music, I don't really listen too much unless it's like somewhat popular and it's on the radio. I normally don't, or it's something my husband worked on. I don't normally like listen to it. I listen to it a lot more on repeat of the ones that I do like, but I don't like go out and find new music. I think the other day when I was like cooking, my husband like put on Backstreet Boys. Backstreet Boys was my jam back then. Man, they were so big when I was in middle school. We were like we were just like completely infatuated by them, which was freaking crazy if you really think about it. I guess it's kind of like the modern craze of BTS, right? It's the same thing. That was definitely crazy. I am gonna over sand this. You can just see it. There we go. Why are these parts so freaking tiny? Oh, I'm just gonna lightly do this because this is actually destroying my balancer. Let's see. Alright. I hate sanding. Does anybody like actually sand? I don't like sanding at all. I think it's like the worst part of the whole thing. For me, at least. It's my least favorite part. For sure. So we're going to sand this, and then while we're putting it together, we're going to panel line it. Just looking at it, this kit doesn't actually have very much panel lines. So it is probably a good contender to create some, if you ever think about it. I still have not learned yet, so hopefully that's my next like project, is learning how to fail on stream how to panel line. And I do still need to get the tape. I still haven't gotten the chance to go get tape to learn panel line. I'm still waiting on the book that's coming in as well to kind of teach you how to panel line, so kind of waiting for that as well. Again, the razor isn't great around corners, so just be careful and just rock back and forth. Just to make sure like you're not overdoing it, and just check it every couple swipes, because you can really basically you can make it as a square. So you don't want to do that. And I also use a lighter pressure whenever I do it as well. So I can feel it a little bit. I can feel it a little bit. Cool. So I think about two weeks ago or something like that, it was like super duper 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 windy in California. And for some god awful reason, we decided to go on a walk. It was like, it was fine when you got into the neighborhood because a lot of the houses blocked it. But once you kind of got to the street, you feel like the whole bulk of it. And and we were walking our dog like pretty much back, and that's kind of the wind, where the wind was like pushing against us. And Newbie like fell down because the wind was so strong. She like fell. It like pushed her over, and she's like, I don't know what happened. I felt so bad. And then I had to pick her up just because I don't want her randomly flying away. That wouldn't be nice. That would actually be pretty bad if my dog flew away. So when it's been windy, I've been like kind of keeping an eye just to make sure like she's doing okay. Like, I'm not a runner. I hate running. I'm not a person that likes to exercise either. So walking is pretty much my good extent of exercise, or like just minor cardio. But I am not a runner. And lately, whenever we like would get to a corner or like a part of the street that my dog like recognizes, which she's very smart about, she's been wanting to run back home, and I'm just like, no, running, I can't run. And I would like run for like friggin' 10 seconds and die, pretty much. That's always fun. Just run until you die. So this is getting... It's getting harder to sand this part. These round parts are pretty hard to sand. I'm not getting it. Might need some help with the... Did I flatten it? No. It looks pretty good. So I've been playing a little bit of more TFT. I played a couple games today. Because of the passes that are happening. It's still hard as fuck. Not gonna lie. It's been very difficult, but for me all that matters is I get top 4. I can't shoot for, well, I am in gold, but I can't shoot for the number 1 spot because it's so hard to get. Noticed. been a long week. It's been a very long week. Had a bunch of work stuff. So me and my husband yesterday, while we were on our walk, we were having a talk about, like, you know, if we end up moving to Texas and then getting a house, like, we're like, because of like what has recently happened with like the power outage and then, you know, like heat and whatnot, we were like looking into it and we're like, oh, maybe like when we actually get a house or whatnot, we did some research on the Tesla power wall, and it's pretty much like, you know, if you don't use it with a solar panel, it's pretty much like a backup battery for your house. Or if you do have solar panels, it's kind of used to store, you know, some of the some of the some of the power in their batteries, and then it uses the solar, obviously the solar energy instead throughout your house. And it was just super interesting to just kind of find out like how this technology is, because we were looking at one of the like the reviews and the videos for it, and that person said like they were about like the day before, like they had like a major storm. Apparently like the Tesla Powerwall, like obviously it's connected to Wi-Fi, and or the modem obviously, and they detected the weather was going to be severe. So what then happened was that they the Powerwall then made sure like it was 100% charged up the day before, and what actually ended up happening was the guy ended up losing power, and then it switched over to the backup, the power wall. So it was like, damn, that's so cool. So I feel like a bunch of people had that during, you know, the Houston thing, or like actually the Texas thing, and then, you know, they would be pretty well off. So we're definitely talking about getting or looking into getting it if whenever, you know, we do end up having a house over in Texas. It's pretty cool though. Tesla always like intrigues my programmer mind. So I forgot to post that I was streaming, so give me a second. Okay, posted. Just to make sure. Oh, yeah. I did do something over the so last weekend. I did go see my cousin. He has been doing all right. I mean, there's just so much you can do with, you know, cancer being run through your body. But went and visited him, and he, he looks a lot skinnier now because like he lost a lot of weight because he can't really eat anymore. He can't really hold it down, so um he's been losing a lot of weight. So the only thing he has been able to eat are just straight up popsicles, and that's pretty much it. But I did go down there, see him, see his brother. Had a lot of we had a lot of fun. But then the next day, we had his brother come over, and we have something like a board game called Dice Throne. I get it's technically a board game, but it kind of comes in sets. And it's really fun because like it's already in a box, and it has the box itself. Like each player has their own character, and then they battle each other. And it comes in a set of 2, and in that set of 2, they kind of give you a box that kind of, when you put everything together, like contains everything for that character, and so you won't lose it. And so when I was like looking through Facebook, I saw an ad for Dice Thrones. I was like, oh, we can get. They were like advertising for like, so they have season 1 and season 2 characters, and so we have pretty much all of season 2. So we were thinking about getting the season 1, like entire package basically, and they were advertising it. And then after that, I was looking into it. And I was like, what is this thing called Dice Throne Adventures? And looked into that, and so it was basically using the characters that you would use to kind of fight against each other, but they created like a new like game mode basically out of it, and it was pretty much D&D if you really think about it. So you're like going through these dungeons, this like scenario card, I guess is what they call it, and you go through the scenario, and then each scenario is kind of a dungeon, and you use your character, and you fight minions, you get loot, you get experience, etc., and you level, your character levels, and then you kind of move forward. So it's pretty much D&D if you really think about it. We didn't even finish the first session. We didn't even like completely finish it because we were reading all the rules and all of that stuff. And then so we were playing that, and it's like pretty fun. It's actually really fun. It's very challenging because we've almost died they have died multiple times already. And we haven't even reached the boss yet. So we're like, great, we're gonna completely get destroyed, when there's a boss fight. So, but it's a lot of fun. I thought about possibly streaming it when we're thinking about. So my cousin lives rather far, and we're like, oh, we can meet in person, but every now and then we can actually like just stream the board, and then we have like our own character boards that like don't need to be streamed, and then the board can be streamed so that we can play like online. But I did think about possibly streaming it to Twitch. Not sure if you guys would be interested in it or not, but it'd be fun. Been wanting to play D&D again for a while. The issue is like finding time, and then the dungeon master. My husband's normally the dungeon master, but he's been like super busy, so that's the reason why we stopped a lot of our D&D escapades, should we say. And I'm not a very good DM either. Wish I was. Maybe I just need to get better at it. But I got no time. Oh no. Alright. So yeah, just check it out. Dice Throne. Well, you need Dice Throne itself, like the characters itself, and then you buy the Dice Throne Adventures. The great thing about that the Dice Throne Adventures and the Dice Throne like series just in general is that they have everything boxed up like really well, and it's like little containers so that you don't have to buy like pre-made like dividers and everything. They give it to you basically in the kit, so it's amazing. And apparently you get scored after each scenario, and there's like 20 something scenarios, so basically you just go through like each session and you kind of keep the same character and you keep, you know, moving forward. It's kind of cool. And it's like a dice, obviously it's a dice game because it's called Dice Throne, so saw this amazing kit the other day too. I think I posted it on the Discord. But it's the Lacus model that I saw, and I was just like, I want it, but it's a Gundam based version, so you have to go to the Gundam base in order to get it, because I don't think you can get it elsewhere. You might be able to get it from like pop-up stores, but I doubt it. But I really want that kit, so let me know if you guys see it. Phew. Bless me. Allergies have been pretty nasty lately. I'm destroying this corner. Oh, I used the wrong side. Don't want to make it glossy. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Whew. We also played, over the weekend, we played an escape game. That's frustrating. It was a lot more frustrating than I think we all intended for it to be. Took us like about 3 hours. We definitely did not escape the game very well or very fast. Thankfully, it wasn't counting down. Otherwise, we could completely lost. Yeah, who would have known that you had to use the freaking box to complete some of the missions or like the riddles? It's freaking crazy. It was great though. It was a lot of fun. You know, we had a lot of great fun with our friends that are on stream right now. Now that we know that we have to use the box, we'll have to do it. We had 5 people. That was definitely not an hour and 10 minutes. We had 5 people. It was a lot of fun. But that game, the brand of the game, definitely you can only play it once because you have to like bend stuff, you have to cut stuff, you have to like, yeah. We were trying so hard not to, and we were like just fake cutting it, like in our minds, but nope. We ended up having to bend some of the cards, and we were kind of heartbroken about it. It was a lot of fun though. It was tons of fun. I think that's also a game that you could possibly play like streaming, but think it would be a lot harder just because like each person has to like look at something. So definitely won't be easy. I wish they have like something like that online. Just people find and see if there's something online. It was level 2. And we were in food coma land. We were definitely in food coma land. we were definitely not all there. some of it was hard. Some of the riddles were pretty difficult. We had a lot of fun though. It's always fun, you know, getting with a group of people and having like guessing games. But yeah, if anybody like finds one like strictly online where you can play it with like multiple people online, and then you guys just like use what like Discord or whatnot, and that'd be great. You can play it, you can stream it. True. You have to be super hungry. Make ourselves starving so we have to like complete it super fast. You know, this is why I hate sanding. It just takes forever. Takes forever. So I've been doing pretty good lately. This is the second week that I've tried to sleep at 12 and wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. And it's been rough. Obviously, since I took a nap right before this stream. It's been rough. But I did it. Second week in a row. Haven't really slept in. Just been taking like a nap or two. Well, not nap or two, just a nap whenever I'm like super exhausted. But I don't think I think it's just been, I think 2 of the days I've only taken a nap. It was today, and then I think it was maybe yesterday or the day before. It's impressive for me because I am not a morning person whatsoever. You will not catch me. I mean, if I have to wake up in the morning, I will. Reluctantly, but I am not. Don't wake me up in the morning. I'm proud. I'm proud of it. We've been also trying to like cook more at home and not eat out too much, and only like eat out on the weekends. And this is our second week doing it as well. And that's hard, especially like if you're so tired after work. Like I'm like, I don't want to cook. But I think waking up in like earlier and then prepping it before like actually work, and then that prep work, you know, going into like at night, I don't have to do the prepping. I just cook. That's been helping a lot. Been like, you know, we're trying to watch our budget a lot, and we're gonna be traveling. Tacos! Yes. Tacos are amazing. I need to make them again this like week. I feel like I need to make more carne asadas. But like, you know, after like a long day of work, you just like don't want to cook. No one wants to cook like after work, especially if it's like a long day of work and then you're like stressed out and you're just like, I just want food in my mouth and I don't want to move a finger to really do it. And it was pretty bad like last month with our spending on food. So we're trying to cut back and at least just enjoy it on the weekends and then try to make simpler stuff over make simpler stuff over the days and survive. So far not too horrible. A lot of like simple stir fry stuff, which is like really quick. So, and we're trying to do, I don't say low carb because it's not true. We're doing lower carb. So lower than normal of what we what we eat in carb intake. Is what we've been trying to do at least. I'm gonna destroy this finger. Is this working? I feel like I'm destroying it. Yes, less carb. Not low carb. Lesser carb. But that's working out well because like a lot of the stir fries we don't really need rice. Man, I haven't had rice in a while. Think about it. So that's been rough too. So I like rice. I'm Asian. I love rice. So we've cut back on that. So it's just like cauliflower rice. Go and buy cauliflower rice, and that's kind of my rice for a while. But you get hungry so quick, and like the worst times that you get hungry is like at night when you're like about to go to sleep, and you're like, do I eat anymore, or do you just wait in the morning where we have breakfast? But yes, tacos. Always tacos. I think I'm gonna make some next week. Now that you talk about it. We do eat tortillas, but we're using like the lower calories and lower carb tortillas. They taste the freaking same. Like, seriously. So, that's a good thing. Some good stuffs. Made some salsa. Good thing I'm not a fan of Oreos. I'm not a huge fan of Oreos. I think I can only eat 2. I can't eat very much Oreos. So I think today we're gonna just do one arm. Not feeling up to it too much, and my nose is killing me. So I'm probably just gonna do one arm today, and then hopefully by next time over this weekend I'll have everything, or at least the next stuff sanded, so you guys aren't just sitting here watching me sand till the break of dawn. Yeah. So I did a really bad thing about the salsa. So we had other salsa that was like older. And I was like, "Oh, like I can just mix it with the newer stuff." That was a horrible idea. because apparently the older salsa went bad, so it made everything just bad. So I had to throw everything out. So now I need to make some new salsa this weekend. Oh yeah, Mike and Eugene, if you ever want salsa, let me know. I'll make it for you, and you guys just have to bring a container. Yeah, I was super sad about it. I was like, no. Okay, so this one I think I'm gonna just cut, cause it's not good. Hi, Taylor. I mean, I could try to ship some to you. Uh, damn, I haven't seen Taylor in here forever. Yeah, just let me know. I get you some I make you guys some salsa. And Casper, when I go to Phoenix, I'll make you some. Bring some over. I mean, we could do that. I mean, if we travel at night, it'll be fine, right? I don't know about freezing it though. I think if you like have ice and like an ice box, I think that might be okay. I always feel like freezing stuff and unfreezing it just doesn't make it taste very good afterwards. That's how I feel about it. Ew, that doesn't sound good. I'll see if Jonathan wants to do something Sunday, because we're thinking about just doing some like chores and grocery shopping. But we might be down to play more board games. I'll ask him about it. If you guys are free Sunday. Yeah, I mean, I don't like things that are frozen and unfreeze, but I think the thing that I am okay with is it's pizza. Pizza. I don't like chicken nuggets that are frozen and then unfreeze because they're soggy. No matter how much you heat them, they're like freaking soggy. Should we want to do something with them Sunday? After all our stuff?
We'll see.
Okay. Freeze and unfreeze ice cream? You know, unfreeze ice cream. We do have ice cream, by the way. It's amazing. Ice cream's always amazing. We had some bomb ass ice cream though this past weekend. We went, I think it's called Jenny's ice cream or something, and it was like in Calabasas because we went to go get some like Dice Throne packs because we wanted like new characters. So we went. That's the closest Barnes and Nobles to us, so we went there, and yeah, it was fun. It was good. The ice cream was so good. It's like handmade, bougie. We didn't even know how much it costed. My cousin just paid for it and he's like, I was like, how much did it cost? And he's like, I have no idea. I didn't look at the price. That's how real foodies do it. Don't look at a price and just look at what's good to eat and just like, I want that. Yeah, for sure. There's Kit Kat ice cream? Oh, there is. They do make that. Not very experimental when it comes to ice cream though. I like my vanilla a lot. Then every now and then I'll see a really, really good handmade cheesecake, strawberry cheesecake ice cream. Down. It's always like my go-to if I ever see like the flavor. Yeah, strawberry cheesecake is I just love strawberry cheesecake. Now this is making me freaking hungry, guys. Now I want cheesecake. I love cheesecake. Cheesecake is my jam. I do not do cake, but I do cheesecake. It's so freaking good. So if it's ever my birthday, do not give me a cake. If it is a cake, it has to be an ice cream cake. Cake with ice cream in it. That is frozen. The ice cream has to be frozen. That is pretty much the only type of cake that I really enjoy. Otherwise, get me a cheesecake. Cause I freaking love cheesecake. Woo, that sounds bomb. Yeah. I've had a lot of good cheesecake and it's so good. I've tried like the Jack in the Box cheesecakes. They're actually not too bad for being like what, $1 or something like that. Not too shabby, honestly. I do not like muffins. I don't know who you would call Casper because I am definitely not one that likes muffins. Fucked up cheesecake and cupcakes. See, I'll take cupcakes over like cake, like a slice of cake. I don't know why. Just the concept of like it being a cupcake is cuter than like an actual piece of cake, and probably because it's not as big, right? I like this. That's the reason why at our wedding, when we had to choose a cake, we did not choose a cake. We chose cupcakes, and people loved it because it's like nice because you don't have to we don't have to cut the cake, and then people can just go up there, grab the cupcake, and then leave and not care. You know, it was super nice. So, cupcakes. Not a muffin person. I did used to bring a lot of muffins to school just because like that was all of that. My dad would go and buy like that huge ass pack of muffins from Costco. We had to eat it because otherwise it would start molding And I was so sick of it. It was the only thing we could really eat. So fast. That's why, like, my dad, like, he brings it home and, like, then after, like, 2 or 3 days, he then wraps it in saran wrap. So he wraps individual muffins into saran wrap, and then he puts it in the refrigerator because it's supposed to keep it longer. But cold muffin is not a great muffin. I feel a lot of the times if you don't, like, absolutely love what you like the thing that you eat, or you, like, eat it enough, that Costco's not really worth it. Or if, like, unless, like, that thing is, like, lasts you a long time, then maybe it's worth it. But if you don't eat very much of it, don't do Costco. Just buy it from the store. Casper, I didn't really have any birthday parties in high school. I had really sad birthdays. It was just me and my family. I had no friends coming over. I had a very strict dad. I can't say family. Well, my dad's side of the family is really strict, so there's a lot of stuff I couldn't do as a kid, or even an adult. Even now, there's a lot of stuff that was restricted. I know. You wouldn't think. I think I had my first sleepover. Gosh, I think it was. I think it was in middle school. Oh, I definitely don't remember that. I definitely don't remember you bringing me muffins in geometry class. What was I gonna say? Oh, first sleepover. It was in middle school when I had my first sleepover, and that was behind my dad's back. My mom was like, "Don't tell your dad. He's off on a business trip. Go and have fun with your friends." Yeah, it was so sad. But then I think if I wasn't if I was able to go out, like, a lot more, I wouldn't be a gamer. I think being restricted and inside the house just made me a bigger gamer. I think that's the thing that, like, Asian parents don't, like, understand, is that, like, if you don't want your kids to game, don't keep them inside the house. Thank you, Sailor, for the follow. It's just funny. Like, there's a lot of stuff, like, I don't understand, like, what Asian parents or a lot of Asian parents do that, like, are opposite of what is, like, they want, you know. And it's definitely, like, a lot of people, like, kind of relate when, like, people are like, don't date, and then you gotta concentrate on school, and so you'll, like, not date anybody, concentrate on school, or secretly date somebody in the behind their back, and then go to school, and then once you graduate, they're like, why are you not married? That's always fun. Yeah, they'll be like, why are you not married? Like a year or 5 years later, it's like, why are you not married? Well, it's because we don't have any social skills to attract the opposite sex. you know it's just funny. And then after a while they'll be like, why don't you have kids? Because you said sex was bad. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, after one is complete, there's always another question. So I'm shaking the Tamiya panel line accent color. This is the one I use to do a lot of panel lining. This is the newer color. I have to shake it a lot more just because it has a lot of thinner, and so it's not as thick, and you have to like kind of re panel line in order to get the darker color. But if you shake it enough, it's actually okay. I know, like, seriously, what happens if we don't want kids? It's fine. We'll do fine. What have you ever like thought like why Asian parents don't ask you like the question that you think like everybody should ask you, they don't, is like, are you happy? Like they never ask you, are you happy? Like, are you happy? Are you healthy? Are you, doing okay? I don't know. I'm just complaining at this point. Okay, we're gonna start building finally. Let's see. So, what's this one? This one has a panel line right here. Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't have a panel line. Yeah, I mean, it's understandable, but we grow, you know. Eventually they do ask that question. Well, no, that's the thing is like I think it does depend on like their upbringing, cuz my mom was very different. My mom did ask like if we were happy and like if we did things that made us happy. Cuz that's all that mattered to her, honestly. She didn't care that we didn't she didn't care like about like any as long as we were passing in school, it was fine for her. She just the main thing for her was like, are you happy like with everything that's going on? There we go. I mean, might as well panel line the other white because I have it already. Meow. Kind of panel line this other one as well. See, everybody's sneezing. I don't think there's any more white pieces that need panel lining, so I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this. Ay. Let's see. So this goes on top of the blue. Again, I see a lot of dust, so I'm gonna go ahead and snap. So this is supposed to snap on here. Let me zoom in a little bit. That, because it's gonna rotate upward. It's pretty tight, so that's a good thing. It's not ridiculously loose, so it's not gonna flop open if you put it down like that. It doesn't come down, so it's not completely flush, which is what it's supposed to be, so that's a good thing. Gonna go ahead and clean it with my thinner, again using a Q-tip and then wiping the excess off because we don't want too much thinner, otherwise it could crack the plastic. And go ahead and clean it up. This is pretty dry as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Gonna have to do a second round just because there's so much that needs to be cleaned. Clean this side as well. Yeah, it's gonna have to be re-cleaned. Okay. So while that is done, we can go ahead and build the other piece. So, let's see. It looks like it's this one. All right, where are our super duper duper tiny pieces now? There's one. There should be one more. Oh, I didn't sand this one because I didn't want to. Maybe I don't. I think I'm gonna just cut off the ends. Just to make it easier. So this is supposed to go... I don't know which way it's supposed to go. I think it's supposed to go this way. There we go. So it just fits in there. Just like that. So yeah. It's okay that we don't need it. We don't need to sand it, so it's fine. Then we're gonna go ahead and put in this one, and I think it goes... Where does this one go? This goes in the slot right here, I think. There's a slot right here. Does it go in the slot? No, it doesn't go in the slot. It goes into the little peg. And then there is the thingy-mabobber. And this goes right in here. And this encompasses the funnel. Where is it? Am I blind? What the hell? How come I don't see it? Oh, there it is. It's just super tiny. So before I put that in there, I'm going to panel line it, because it's going to be really hard to panel line afterward. So maybe I just put it on here, panel line it while I hold it. So I'm going to hold it right here. So this one I'm going to use black because it's a darker gray. Again, I'm going to use my So this one I normally do pretty messy, just because it's just easier to be messy. That's it. So it looks like I got it pretty covered. So, and after that, I'm just gonna dab it with the paper towel. I overdid it a little bit. I have to redo it. Normally it's not that crazy. Man, this black ink is starting to get actually pretty thick. So, it's like it's good, but it's also bad. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna try to panel on the inside a little bit too. And then let that sit. While that happens, I'm gonna go ahead and move forward. Make sure I grab all the pieces. Move this stuff out of the way. Do this side now. So it looks like for that piece, this one's supposed to go in the top right here, like that. So it sits right on top. Again, the gaps are not much of an issue for this kit, oddly enough. So that's great. That's actually really great to see. And then, oh, almost spilled it. Thankfully it's not completely screwed on, but so then we have this, which apparently I guess goes in here. Apparently it moves back and forth. But before that, I'm going to panel line this one as well. that is good, we're going to go ahead and move forward. I'm going to start panel lining the red. Panel line this right here. Gonna also do the little bit of the front. Because this ink is, because the black ink is thicker, it's actually perfect for just pretty much drawing with your comic pen. Okay, everything looks good there. So I'm gonna let it dry and then I'm gonna come back to it. Let's see. This looks drying right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and move forward and clean it. So I'm using a small Q-tip. Wiping that off a little bit. Go ahead and so a lot of it is going to come off, which is good. The whole point is to kind of just get the lines. I'm going to have to get the inner stuff later. Doing this lightly so I don't get rid of all of the lines. Just enough of the panel line ink. Looks pretty good. Okay. So that one's pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and put that in. So like that. I think it needs a little bit more cleanup because I think I see a little bit clear on the camera. Then okay, well, that's pretty good. Then we're gonna go ahead and do this one. So depending on how thick your panel line is, you can always go with the grain. I know a lot of people say go against the grain. It only works if the grooves aren't that much, like if the grooves are lighter. But if it's thicker and it's deeper, then it would be cleaner if you actually went with the grain. Because otherwise you're just gonna have like a massive line. So you wouldn't want that. Okay, so we have this in now. Or did have it in now. Okay. So we have that. It moves back and forth, it seems like. So we're gonna go ahead and do the other side now. Gonna insert this one in. This goes the opposite, the wrong way. There we go. Use the brush. Okay. Let's see. That's pretty much it. And then this one actually closes with the others. So just align everything. This is the hard part because you have to like align everything and make sure everything doesn't fall. Then you have to kind of wiggle it too. There we go. Okay, so the issue I already see now is that this dude comes out. It's not a good thing. It's looser than the other one, so this could get lost. I'm wondering if I should glue it. Because this one's pretty stuck in there. This one I think I might have sanded too much. So as you poke it, it comes out. So I think I'm going to glue it. So I'm going to do glue on the side. So I'm going to grab my glue. Give me a second. So I'd use two different kinds of glue. I either use the Tamiya cement. This is thicker. So if you want to have like parts that are really, really like loose, you would use this one. But I use a thinner one, which is called plastic. This one I use a lot, obviously, because I don't have very much anymore. But I use this to glue if it's like it's a thinner glue than the others. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this case. I'm gonna use my tweezers. I don't think you'll be able to see it because tweezers are faced upward. But I'm gonna go ahead and do the sides. Okay. Let's go ahead and do dab there, dab there. Then I'm gonna try and place it. No! It fell. The stuff does dry really fast, so I have to place it really fast. I think I placed it the wrong way though. Oh no, I did it the right way. Yeah, so it fits a lot better now. No glue is... Yeah, no glue's really there. So what this does, the plastic, it's similar to the Tamiya cement. It melts the plastic, so that when you put it together, it's kind of a like what this says, is a plastic weld. So it welds the plastic together. It does take time for it to cure. So okay, cool. So I just need to make sure everything's tight together. The only thing I don't know is actually this. There it goes. I rotated it upward. This thing was like weird. Sat really weird. Cool. So that works. So I'm going to go ahead and panel line while this side is drying. So I'm not going to mess with it too much other than probably panel line it. Lightly do it since this is glued. A little bit here, a little bit there. Did I miss this part on this side? Looking good. So I'm gonna let that rest for a little bit. I'm gonna see what else I need to put on there. It looks like these little white things go up here. So it looks like this one goes on the other side. It looks like it goes in. Where does it go into? Looks like it goes in there, but I don't think this is the right side. I want to look at the other one. Where did the other one go? I don't know. This one is definitely on this side. Cool. I'm going to panel line that as well. I'm going to shake this one again. So this is the one that's... Okay. Take very little of it because I don't need too much of that. Go right here. Yeah, it's definitely easier when it's thicker. For me, at least. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry as well. And then it looks like this is gonna go on there. And then this is gonna go on there. So go ahead and clean this one. Use a new one. Actually, let me panel line the... So yellow, I normally use the... Ooh, I did spill it. I did spill it. I was like, oh, I got lucky. Nope, I did not get lucky. No. Give me a second. Watch, I'm gonna throw this Kleenex in the... Ooh, I'm gonna about to sneeze. I'm gonna throw this Kleenex in our bathroom, and then my husband's gonna be, what's with all that dye? Did you dye your hair? That's exactly what he's gonna say. So we're gonna uncap it. I'm gonna wipe the top because I don't want it to, since I spilt it, I don't want it to dry and then it stick. That would not be good. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay. So this is pretty clean now. I have it all over my hands though. It's probably also why the black ink is thicker because I spilt it a lot. This for some reason is the only one that I spilt quite a bit. Cap that completely. Put that on the side. Alright. Should be okay. So I'm gonna go ahead. Instead of the black, I'm gonna try the dark gray this time. So I'm gonna shake this more. Hello, blood. How's it going? Thank you for the follow, by the way. So I'm gonna go ahead and try the dark gray on the yellow. Normally I do the black. So see how this goes. So I think I might need to panel line it a couple times because it is a lot lighter. And then once it fades, it's even worse. So I'm going to put that there, and then I'm going to let it dry, and I'm going to repanel line it. So I'm just dabbing this one. I'm dabbing the gray one, the darker gray one, because it's so much more liquidy. Yeah, this is going to need another round, unfortunately. That's good to know. Sorry, I'm like sniffling because I have allergies. Alright, so I'm going to let that dry. You can already kind of see like the middle part is kind of lessened. So we're going to have to go through that again, unfortunately. But we're going to go ahead and clean the other panel lines. Gonna go ahead and clean this one. I was doing really good on this one. I wonder if it's because it's like I dried it out a little bit on my little comic pen. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my panel lines. I've been making Gunpla on and off for like 5-6 years. Not too much. I know a lot of people have gotten into it a lot more than I have. I also haven't been doing it too consistent. I think I've been buying more Gunpla more consistently than building it. But lately, I've been restricting myself on buying more backlog and then forcing myself to actually build them. So this is kind of, streaming is helping me force myself to build. Oh yeah, how long have you been making Gunpla? Or building Gunpla? I can't say, I guess. Oh, I almost did the black. I can go head back to the gray to do this part. I feel like I should shake it again. Gonna go again. This is thicker this time. The gray does look better on it. The only issue is like, since this panel line is so new, it doesn't stick very well. Oh, nice. Welcome to the Gunpla gang. Welcome to spending money. I think you build a lot more than I have. I build really slow. But then I for me, I only build master grades now because I feel like those are the only things that are worth it for me to build. So, let's see. So this is supposed to go somewhere. Where? I have no idea. It says it's underneath. Oh, there. Yeah, it's hard. Wait, this falls. Am I thinking about this wrong? Am I doing this wrong? Did I miss something? I feel like I missed something. Wait, is this supposed to do that? I guess so. No, that's definitely not supposed to do that. The heck? I guess you're supposed to put it under. and then block it? Wait, I don't get it because it's falling. You can't snap it. Oh, wait. Now it's like, okay, I guess I had to press it harder because it's not falling. Okay, cool. I was about to say, no, this is stuck. Cool. That's good. We're gonna clean this up. Yeah, Gunpla takes money to kind of continue. It's I don't want to say it's the expensive, like a super expensive hobby, but it's definitely more than normal. This is a lot of thinner. Which ones have you built? And which one's your favorite that you built? Okay, so this one's a lot cleaner than the other one. Definitely can be expensive for sure. Yep. Completely agree. Okay, this is not working out very well. So now I know when I get new panel line accent colors, I just need to leave the thing open for like a good 3 days for it to be like the consistency I like. Because I don't like this super flowy, because it's really hard. Because it's really easy to... Yeah, there we go. It's a little bit better. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and... So it's the big side that's facing downward. So... Wait. Yeah, so it's this side. There we go. No, I smudged it. Maybe it would have been easier if I had it on there, huh? Might have to redo the panel line on this one. Not a huge fan of it right now. It's time to upgrade to a master grade, and then not look back to high grades. We do have a Discord. If anybody wants to join our Discord, it is in the About section, or somebody's gonna post a link on chat if they are gonna go. Or actually, I think I set up the command on the for this. I think it's exclamation Discord, and I think it should show it. Someone test it out for me, please. Should work. Dynamis is amazing. I mean, like, this is already small for me. Doing a high grade is just like, unless the high grade is a larger high grade. But yeah, we have a Discord. We do some chatting. We do some convincing of other people buying stuff. Or we do like poses, and people have been posting about their poses and all that stuff in there. So yeah, feel free to join it. We're all nice. We're all nice people. Let me know if the command works because I just set it up last time. Okay, so that's done. I'm going to go back and panel line that one afterwards. So I'm going to go ahead and forward. I'm going to close this before I spill it. Gonna go ahead. Awesome. So, exclamation Discord will show you the Discord link if you so want to join. I am going to... Okay, so it's this way. Unicorn in general looks awesome. But then I'm pretty biased. I love Unicorn. Unicorn's my favorite kit. So, I'm not kit, but favorite Gundam. The kits itself are pretty intense, I think, in general. So I'm gonna go and let's see. Is this one? Should be the right one. There we go. And then we're gonna go forward. So this faces upward. It's gonna be on this side. Wait, that doesn't go through there. Okay. It's supposed to go like this. That. Then, oh wait, I forgot something. I was supposed to put this part in. Thank you, handy dandy part separator. This thing is amazing. It saved me so many times because I don't tend to read instructions very well at the very beginning. It's even harder when I stream. Okay. It's going in that way. Wait, give me a minute. I think I did it wrong. Okay, I got it. Wait, maybe I don't got it. No, I got it. It's just really tight, apparently. Oh no! It's always a bummer. Yeah, ordering a model versus like the kit is always a friggin' bummer. Hate to see it. So we're gonna go ahead and add this top piece. This goes straight inward. So there's a slot right here, so you just push it downward. Actually really enjoying this kit right now. This one goes, let's look at it. Goes like that. Fits perfectly in there, as it should. definitely some stress marks going on. So I'm gonna, sometimes with stress marks, you can get rid of it by using your nail. Or whatever nail you have. Normally that helps at least a little bit. At least the extra white parts definitely help. Yeah, I mean it's always because you're looking forward to building it, right? So, oh, this is not good. Hold on. Did I do it wrong? Give me a second. I did do it wrong. Whew. Hold on. This. Yeah, I did do it wrong. I almost broke the piece, guys. Oops. I almost broke it right there. I was like, why is it not going any further? Well, that tells you I did it the wrong side. So that goes inward there. Limited mobility, but not horrible. And this goes straight inward. Faces this way. Like that. If you like the size of it, you might actually like a real grade. They're not as expensive as master grade, but they're a little bit more complicated if you're looking for a more like complicated kit. Those are real grades are definitely more complicated, but that's the size of a high grade. So if you wanted to try that, I recommend doing that. I don't really like high grades myself, but there's a lot of people that do. I recommend getting the newer high grades because the older high grades are pretty loose. So something to think about. So get like the unicorn. Unicorn has one. Or I think Astray, the red Astray has one. So there we go. Then we want to cover this up. Let's focus outward just to make it easier. Go ahead and let's do an open hand. Why not? And then we're going to go ahead and panel line this. My least favorite part. I think I might panel line this again because it's faded. I think I just need to let it dry more. Yeah, real grades are really nice. It's not my thing just because I don't really like smaller like kits that are really tiny because my fingers aren't cooperative a lot of the times. But definitely get a newer one. They are a lot better than the older kits, is what I've heard. So I know that Babangji has built a lot of real grades. So He enjoys them. I know. I mean, they're really cool in concept. For me, if the size was bigger, I would enjoy a lot more. So we're gonna go ahead. Oh man, I think I need to start looking for. I need to go buy another black because I spilled a lot of it already. My comic pen keeps going deeper and deeper. So we're gonna go ahead and tail line the knuckles. I like the mobility of real grades a lot. And like the intricacy of it as well. I really enjoy. Again, we don't have to be super neat. We can always clean this up after. Knuckles are always really hard to keep clean, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Make sure the sides are good. Go ahead and wait for that to dry. Actually, we're gonna have to do the fists as well, so might as well, in case I need to switch it out, I don't have to panel line it. So we're gonna, it gives us longer time for the other stuff to dry, so I'm not angry at it. I'm gonna let that sit. So I'm gonna go back to this one and clean out the yellow part yet again. And go ahead and use a new Q-tip. I use firmer ones because fluffy ones don't do great of a job. So these are like from the dollar store, $1.50 store. And these are baby Q-tips too. That's also a difference. Oh, it actually makes a ton of difference after it like completely dries out. Looks much cleaner. Much cleaner. Looks pretty good, actually. We're gonna go ahead and wait for that because I can see that it's not dry, and then we're gonna go ahead and slowly wipe off some of this. The issue with also this one is that the panel line isn't very deep. So this one I have to go against the grain, which is like not a long side of it. Otherwise it's gonna wipe unless you're careful. But you're gonna have to, and I might have to switch Q-tips as well. It's gonna wipe majority of it off, but downward motion. Since this is the Q-tip's dry enough, I can kind of go on the side like that, because when it's dry, it won't take off as much. And then we'll go back through it to clean up the rest of it. Yeah, now it's like completely dry. So I can use a harder pressure. To be able to clean this now. Yeah, see, now I can just drag it. So it doesn't have as much thinner. It won't like clean the line completely. Then we're gonna go through it again, but we're gonna try and dry out the Q-tip as well. So I'm gonna lightly downward motion. It's cleaning up a lot better than what it was. Before you couldn't even see it, so. It's hard because it's like the groove isn't deep enough for you to be like completely overtaking it. It's gonna bug me. So there's the arm. Now we're gonna clean up the hands. This one I can be a little bit faster because it's not too crazy. Go the inside. Just like that. I'm gonna switch out. Again, soak up the excess of it and then go ahead and redo. Just rubbing it across. Just enough so that you can get the residue and not too much in the knuckles. Same with this one. Cool. So that's done. We are done. Now I'm gonna snap everything together. So it definitely looks like this goes. Doesn't have a specific route because it's a. Then after that, you're gonna put right in there. This is not gonna. It's not gonna move or anything. So, this is the hand. So we got one arm done. So this goes right on top. And then you fit it in here. So I'm not a huge fan of this mechanism in a lot of kits, because when you're trying to like push stuff in, sometimes this pops out or position. But this one's pretty tight in there than normal kits. So I have a feeling this won't be too bad. I'm gonna clean up a little bit of the inside here. Just to make sure we're clean. So yeah, ignore my messy hand, but The left arm is done. No, the right arm is done. Also, a great thing about this kit is this is much longer. Much longer. And so, see, this is the issue I have, is when you push it, it kind of pops itself out. So I have to hold it when I push the thing in. Wait, this one doesn't seem right either. No, that's right. So there we go. We have one. One side. We will do the other side another time because it's getting a little late. Hopefully I'll be able to have a lot of the stuff sanded so we can just go straight into the legs. So I'll try to get the legs and the arms sanded hopefully by next stream. And we'll go from there. But honestly, I'm loving this kit a lot. It's just very clean to me, and then the joints are nice other than me trying to break it. The joints are really nice. They're rather stiff, so again, not a huge fan of, see, because it's kind of popped out. That's why it's loose. Doesn't fully slot though. That's the issue. That's always the issue I have with it. Because it slots more with the joint than the... Hold on. Why is this being... Oops. For it to be loose? I think that's a little weird. Oh, V-fin fell. Well, the whole head fell. There we go. So now this rotates versus it being loose. So it's tight in there now. It's tight in there now. I got it. Yeah, I normally don't like those types of shoulders just because if they aren't kind of stuck into the little slot, it's really loose compared. This one rotates on purpose. So joint wise, it's great. I'm pretty sure mobility wise, it's not crazy. I mean, you can pretty much do this, rotate outward if you want, rotate inward. Not ridiculous mobility, obviously, but it's tighter than the RX-78 kit, so I highly recommend this one. It's pretty well done, actually. Again, really clean lines. Not much to panel line, so if you don't like panel lining, this would probably be your kit. But not much. It's looking good. I like it. I like it. There you go. Got one of the arms done. It's looking more and more like what I, see in my memory of Gundam Wing. So we're gonna go ahead and I don't think he'll fit in here anymore. No, he won't. So we'll go ahead and put him off to the side. I'm going to put the extra part back in here so I don't lose it. But thank you for watching. I am not going to do the other arm because I'm pretty tired. Yeah, I love it so far. It looks so good. Just looks so good. I love it. I mean, if I like this kit so much, I might order another one and just do like a different color scheme or something, because it looks so freaking tight. So other than that, nothing else for tonight. And what I'm trying to say, Discord is in the about, or if you wanted to use the chat command, it's !Discord. So feel free to join the Discord whenever. Also, there are channel points challenges. Which other wing version? There are channel point challenge that everybody is going for, and it is the tool giveaway. So if you want me to give away a tool, there you have it. And we are only giving away stuff on Twitch, so be sure to follow, subscribe if you want to, and what else is there? I'm like blanking. I think that's pretty much it. We just succeeded for the high grade SD giveaway, so we are planning for an April giveaway for that, because you guys already claimed it and the channel points. So look forward to that and continue watching me stream. I am going to hopefully stream next Thursday for Ori again. I'm going to attempt that. Hopefully there is not too much work going on. I'll be able to stream that. I might stream a little bit over the weekend. Not sure yet. But I am going to try to finish the other arm. Hopefully legs if I get stuff sanded this week. And I'll build that on Friday. So Thursday, Ori at 9 PST. And the Proto at 9 PST on Friday. Next Friday. So thank you for watching. And I hope you have a good night and have a good weekend. See ya.